We're back and we're in the green. As you probably guessed from the title, today's video is a Vanguard portfolio update for August 2022. And things look a lot better than they did this time last month. The S&P 500 over the past month has been up by about 12%, and I think the FTSE 100 again has been up in the green by about 4 to 5%. So finally, things are looking good in my own portfolios. I really like documenting my portfolio and being really transparent and sharing it online because I think it does a few different things. I think one, it hopefully motivates other beginner investors to get started. People that maybe think that they don't know where to start or that they just don't have enough money to invest. I hope that sharing my very, very small portfolio actually motivates some people. I think it does another thing as well. I hope anyway, that it shows how portfolios can change over long periods of time. Although I've not been investing for ages, I still have got quite a few different monthly portfolio updates, and you can just go back and look through them and you can see that some months I'm up by quite a lot, other months I'm down by quite a lot, and that's the whole game of being a long-term investor. You're going to experience them ups and them downs, but I guess the point is to always know that over time the market will go up. Just to fill some of you guys in who maybe are new to this channel and have not seen any of my other portfolio updates, for full transparency, I'm not putting anything else into my Vanguard portfolio. This is not my current ISA, but it's still active and it still accumulates over time. Just over 1 month ago in this portfolio, I had a total ISA value of £5,851.14. So let's jump in and take a look where my portfolio stands this month. The first thing that will jump out to you is how much more my ISA value, so my complete portfolio, is this month compared to last month. Such a big jump in just the space of, I think it's been just over 4 weeks actually. So now the complete value is £6,548.92, which is really nice. That makes me very happy. And the personal rate of return is nearly 19%, so 18.54. Last month, as you probably know if you're investing yourself, the markets weren't too good and I was down by minus 9.28%. So things are definitely on the up, and that is a massive, massive jump compared to last month. If you don't use Vanguard or you're not too familiar with portfolio videos in general, please note that when it says personal rate of return, this does not mean that I am some expert investor who is managing to outdo the market and returning nearly 19%. That's not the case. Personal rate of return takes into account everything. So it takes into account how my portfolio is performing, but it also takes into account any withdrawals or, what's that word? Withdrawals or deposits. God, my mind. You can tell I've been working all day. Yeah, so it takes into account everything else. It's not just how the portfolio has been actually performing. So just bear that in mind. And we'll get onto this in a minute, but I have been paid some lovely jubbly dividends this month. The next thing, again, you probably, if you watch these every month, you know the drill. We can see my largest holding. Surprise, surprise, it's still the S&P 500. Like I said, I'm not adding to this portfolio, so that is going to be the case from now on, really. And this fund makes up nearly 70% of my portfolio. Available cash, I've got some in here, a little bit more than before, I believe, but that's here nor there and doesn't really matter. So let's jump into my investments. Again, things haven't changed here. I only have 2 funds in this portfolio. Super simple, super easy. I went through a stage where I just had so many and I wanted to completely simplify it. I did that and now I have 2 funds. FTSE Global All Cap, which is an index fund, and the S&P 500, ticker symbol VUSA, which is an ETF. I think that these are 2 great funds to have, even though there are definitely overlaps. Like the largest holding in the FTSE Global will be the American market, and obviously the S&P 500 tracks the US market. I'm aware of that, but I still want both in there because I'm back in the American market, which is kind of like back in the global market, right? Because these are global companies, but also I do want that diversification that the Global All Cap gives me. This is not financial advice, of course, but I do think the FTSE Global All Cap Index Fund is a great option offered by Vanguard. It's an index fund that essentially, obviously go and watch other videos on this. I've got videos myself, do your research, but it's essentially a passive way to invest in the global market. And you're getting so many different companies. You're getting your foot into all different markets worldwide, but also in the name, all cap. You are not just getting massive, massive companies, you're getting those smaller, mid-sized companies as well. And this fund as well offers you exposure to emerging markets and developed markets. So you're really not missing out. This is a great option. There is also the VWRL that Vanguard offer, which again is a global option that is absolutely fantastic. You can see on the screen here the breakdown of what these funds have been doing. Again, the total weightings won't have really changed, 29.61% in the global all cap and nearly 70% in the S&P 500. And we can see the total cost here and the current value, and then the difference between those two figures. So essentially what this is showing me is that I'm up by £350.77, which is not bad. It's not life-changing money, don't get me wrong, but I'm still quite new to investing. And if you know anything about passive investing, you'll know that it's the power of compounding, and this really takes time to start accumulating. And I'm very excited about this portfolio indeed. Let's just take a look at the performance. Again, it breaks down everything that I've contributed and withdrawn and how the investments have returned to me. And you can see it in a graph format as well. This is where it starts getting quite exciting. So if I set the date to be from, let's leave it as that for now, and we can just take a look here and then we'll change it slightly. So it breaks down everything that has gone into the account and everything that's come out of the account and the returns. We can see here that something really exciting has happened. I've made some dividends on this portfolio, which wasn't even the reason for having this, but it's just super exciting to see. I don't know why, but it seems like it's paying off, you know? Even though I know dividends aren't everything, it's just nice to see. Essentially getting paid for holding these funds, which I'm gonna hold anyway. And the dividends have come in at, well, since this time period that you can see here, £27.69, which is really not that bad. Really not that bad, considering, again, that's not my main aim. We can see that I've gained some interest as well, 23 pence. That's not to laugh at, you know. With the current interest rate that you get at some banks, that's not bad. I'll take that. And again, here we've got some charges, we've got some other bits and bobs. Nothing too shocking, but yeah, good overall. Just on to my transactions now. My last transaction was on the 3rd of April, 2022. That is a special date because that's just before the new financial tax year, which was it the 4th or the 5th this year? Can't remember. Anyway, so I piled in some money last minute into my Vanguard portfolio before I moved to Interactive Brokers for my ISA provider this current tax year. So obviously I've not added anything to this because I'm a law-abiding citizen and I would not break that rule that you can only pay into one ISA each and every year. So there's your proof, guys, if you did think I was a rule breaker, which I'm sure you didn't. Cash statement, again, not too interesting. We can see the interest coming in here, broken up, 2p, 4p, and some dividends that have come in, £14.33. Yeah, it's all looking good. So that is it for this month's Vanguard portfolio update. But just before you click off and don't quite give me that 100% retention, I have one more thing to say, and that is that I'm considering doing a YouTube membership, but I'm a little bit confused as to whether people would want that, so let me know. And also, if I do a membership on YouTube, what would you guys like me to offer? Perhaps like a live stream, an online chat, more videos, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And also, I like to think I'm quite funny. Other people may disagree. So I've started a TikTok account and I've been posting some serious investing stuff on there in shorter form, but also some little jokey content as well. So go ahead and check me out on that and I'll let you decide how funny I am. Don't be brutal. Okay, well, that is really the end of the video now. So you have my permission to click off, but I'll see you in the next one.